can Brown do for you?
Looks like Braun, pronounced Brown. And the freshman getting more and more minutes right now for Bill Self. There it almost was. Dotson up top to Azubuike. James had it knocked away. Kansas ball.
A great play by Abati.
Dotson thought about it. Kicks it to Brown. Azubuike wants the ball down low. Dotson into traffic. Abati from the corner. Get him out of the game. And that Fulkerson play, getting that second foul on Azubuike, may turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game.
Yeah, now Tennessee can go inside without fear. And they got it inside to Kamwa. They were able to get it to the other side of the floor and get a wide open shot for Vescovi. And he knocked it down. Vescovi had 6 threes in his first game in a Tennessee uniform against LSU.
Nice drive by Dotson. In the game may force Bill Self to bring him back this time.
Yeah, I mean, if you can stay right with Tennessee, I think you go as long as you can. But the other side of it, Dan, is you don't want to keep a good player on the bench for too long. Good pass.
Ollie, thank you. Boy, another tough shot made by Vescovi. He's made 2 tough ones today.
Really good with the ball. Now look at Yves Pons. I mean, he's guarding a point guard. Devon Dotson, then he guarded Azubuike when he was there. You can switch on anybody. He is the best. Like Jordan Bowden was the best defender on Tennessee's team last year. This year, Yves Pons. He's remarkable.
He came into the game today with 48 blocked shots. Trying to get Azubuike to pick up his 3rd here. Has it stripped away by Dotson. Post to post for the layup. Bucket is going through the net.
Lapchich has really good size. He's got an excellent jump hook. He showed that off against Ole Miss. A couple opportunities in there. But he can move his feet. But Azubuike is so much more mobile and nimble this year than he was last year. There's another duck in. So he's Yves Pons, and his hair, spectacular.
And again, a reserve last year. Admiral Schofield, Grant Williams, Jordan Bone, so many good players. Tonight, the jump at 8 Eastern on ABC and the ESPN.
We have lived through an amazing age.
At the rim.
And Brown lost it before it wasn't taken out of his hand. He lost it out of his hand before Pons blocked it.
And interesting defensively, this may be because Fulkerson has 2 fouls as Azubuike.
Yeah, he has always sort of been the Robin on this team. Not this year. They expect him to be more of a Batman, but he's got to score if Tennessee is going to win this game on the road.
Came into the game having made only 6 of his last 45 3-point attempts. Baji wisely
first with Christian Brown, and then on the perimeter of letting the ball come out ball side. Brown should have been there to pick that up. Didn't communicate, and Abaji just pulls up. I mean, that couldn't have been any easier.
Abaji was a guy who was hardly playing last year, then due to injuries became not only a player, but a starter for Kansas in the second half of last season.
You mentioned Rick Barnes, 33 years. He's really one of the great coaches and great guys. I first met him when he was an assistant at George Mason, and I was a freshman basketball player at Duke. And he coached a guy named Carlos Yates, who knocked my teeth out. And Cameron has battled, and they've run such better offense in this second half.
Dotson with a burst of speed, lays it in.
So simple. Dotson's got to put some pressure on it.
Pons. Azubuike with a block.
I think Pons has to face him up and then drive him. You are not going to shoot over, especially fading away.
Yeah. And even before the shot, he banged him a couple of times.
Or both.
It's interesting with Azubuike out and all the switching, inevitably there will be some unusual matchups. Big guy and a small guy, and then 5 seconds later it might be small guy and a big guy, but you got to take advantage of it if you can. Fulkerson with a gamble, can't come up with it. Garrett has it for Kansas. Fulkerson behind the play. Dotson.
So gave up base.
Save lives, so anything you can do to help, any cause that is near and dear to your heart is deeply appreciated.
What a terrific drive by Jordan Bowden. He'll have to cut off that baseline. He just got to the rim too easily. He's such a great athlete.
Dotson, beautifully done.
Shows just a remarkable transformation from last year's dope to this year's dope.
1 of 2 for Dotson. Some foul trouble at times this afternoon.
They have answered the call in the second half.